and I'm hoping that y'all soaking this all in. And so I just want to challenge you to, I want to help you think today, right? So if y'all can do me a favor, think of everything you learned in school, right? Now, think of a time when someone has actually taught you like how to think. You probably can't think of one, right? Can you physically think of a time when somebody actually taught you how to think? And that's okay, because it's crazy, because we spend 13 years. If you go from kindergarten to senior year, you spend 13 years in school. And you get poured into you all this knowledge. But a lot of times, you aren't necessarily taught actually how to think. So today I want to help y'all with that, right? So I follow this one speaker. His name is David Shands, and he had this amazing analogy that I kind of want to go over with you. So I don't know how it is here, but I know in Michigan we have a lot of snow. So shoveling snow, we make money. So here, I don't know if it's cutting grass or raking leaves, but just think of like raking leaves, right? Like making money raking leaves. How do you necessarily, if you don't have a rake, like how do you make money? Does anybody know that? If you wanted to rake leaves, say you knew Miss Wilson down the street, right? She would pay you $20 to rake her leaves. But you don't have a rake, so how would you do that? Think. I'm challenging you to think. With your hands, right? What do you think? With your hands. Okay. So I want to challenge you. So think a little deeper, right? So you don't have a rake. So what I would do, or what the guy from the story did, he walked in, he knocked on the door. He said, "Hey, I know you want to give me $20 to rake your leaves. The only thing is I don't have a rake. Do you have one?" She said, "No, I don't have a rake." So what do you think he did next? Right. You would think he would ask somebody else, but he said, "No, I need this money right now. This is guaranteed money." She said she's going to give me this. So he said, "Give me the $20. I'll go get the rake, and I'll come back and rake the leaves." So when he told this to his friends thought, I don't have a rake. I can't rake leaves. But he was like, just show me how to get the rake, and then I'll rake the leaves. So we're talking about thought process. Like this is mindset things, right? And adults, y'all should listen up too, because how do you think? So now he's raking leaves, right? So he got paid $20. So he goes to the next door. "Yo, I can take all of these leaves off your lawn. I got this rake. All I need is $20. We made another $20. He goes to the next thing. So now, technically, he's an entrepreneur, right? He's an entrepreneur because he's making money. He's trading his time for money. So how do you think he would go? How does he go from an entrepreneur to a business owner? What would be the next step? Who said that? That's a good one. Expand his business, right? So his next move will be to go buy a rake. Now what is he going to do with 2 rakes? You got 2 rakes. What are you going to do with 2 rakes? That's right. So so I got Miss Johnson over here, right? So she going to pay you. She need her leaves raked, right? I give you $15 if you rake these leaves. I know you don't got a rake. That's cool. I'll give you the rake. You good? You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Cool. So how much did Miss Johnson pay him before the rake? 20. How much is she getting? 15. So who getting the 5? Him, right? Is there a problem that she's getting 15 and he getting 5? Why not? Right. She wasn't getting any. She didn't have he gave her a job, right? So now just think, in the same day, he rakes 10 lawns. That's $200. He puts her on a job where she rakes 10 lawns. She gets $150. He gets $50. That's a mindset thing. Like, we're talking about next level stuff. So what would be the next move you think he had to do after that? What would be your next move? That's right. Buy another rake. What you gonna do with the 3rd rake? Yo, I know you're not doing nothing after school anyway. I got this rake. If you come over, you can rake this line. I give you $15. That's cool. Cool. So now she making 15 a line. She making 15 a line, and he getting all the extra. And that's the mindset things that I want to talk to you about, because a lot of times I feel like we struggle personally as black people and as well as kids and adults is because no one ever taught us how to think. A lot of times people think for us. If you've seen before with his friends, that was a fixed mindset. I do not have a rate, so I cannot rate. The other one is just show me how. Show me how to get it, then I'll get there. Whenever we say can't, don't, shouldn't, I can't, we initially shut it down. Our thought process stops. But if we change it to how can I do that? That's a whole nother ball game. Now you're thinking of different ways. So I'm just here. I'm not here to give you the answers. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I'm here to challenge you to think, to start to use your brain. Because me in school, I realized I struggled so much in school because I didn't think. I would act, then I would think about it later. But I challenge y'all to stop and take a second and think. I know some people in prison to this day because they didn't think. Like we all have these brains, we just have to use them. And a lot of times I think no one just has showed us how. So even when you're doing your homework, like I challenge you. If somebody wants to give you the answer, just say, wait, hold up. Give me 5 minutes. Let me try to figure it out. Like what's the worst that could happen? Do you get it right? Or you get it wrong and they give you the answer? But I want to challenge y'all to start to use your mind. Start to that process. Because a lot of times people just, it's not that they can't do it. They just haven't thought about it. So I pray that you all learn a lot and take all of this in. And I challenge you to think. So when people tell you something, don't just take what everyone says, like their word for it. Like I challenge you to ask questions. Tell me more. How did you get that? Read a book. There's a lot of knowledge in books that we just refuse to read. Like I wish I would have taken advantage of a lot of these things growing up. So I just want to challenge you to use your brains. Think about it. All right, I love y'all. Peace.
Thank you,